Hey guys, we're here at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about why triple threat for women's title is best for business at Mania, why triple threat for women's title makes sense. Get the likes as we come to the Pink Square Circle. We're going to talk more about it. Let's dive into it. Let's discuss it. Now, we're going to talk about some things that, well, I think it's not a good reason. To be perfectly honest, I will say Bianca Belair, she's a box office star. She's a very popular star. She's the face of the women's division. All of that, I give that to her. But IYO is not. IYO's a great competitor, great champion. I mean, well, not the best champion. She's a great contender for a championship. She is a great competitor. But due to her last run when she held the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown, wasn't the best championship, but I don't think she's a box office star. She's a great wrestler, but not a box office star. And the thing about it is, I cannot see how Rhea Ripley just lost a championship and then she immediately just out of the picture. I don't see that happening, guys. Sooner or later, well, of course, sooner because WrestleMania is around the corner. We got to realize that Rhea Ripley is not going to go away from the title scene. So I'm saying that because at some point in the next week or so, Rhea Ripley is going to be inserted back into this match. She will be inserted. She is not about to take this loss sitting down by any means. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. Maybe others do, but she will be back in the fold. And after what we saw with her and Bianca, they're going to have a match because Rhea just won the belt. Now, for a while now, I heard the rumors of IYO versus Bianca. I have heard that, but I've also heard of an IYO. Rhea versus Bianca. So I have heard this stuff before, but thing about it is, she's gonna be inserted to the match, and I can see this happening because Rhea Ripley's gonna want to find a way to get back into the title picture. We've seen this before. We seen how the whole thing unfolded. And all these women are talented. I'm not taking nothing away from that. All these women are talented, you know. And IYO deserved to win the women's championship. She beat Rhea fair and square. I have no animosity with that. IYO deserved to win the title. But she defeated Rhea. She deserved to win that title. So that's well deserved with Rhea losing to IYO. It's well deserved. Well deserved. So I have no issue with that at all. It's not a problem at all. She deserved that championship. Congratulations to IYO winning that championship. But we gotta call spade. She won literally not even full 2 months before WrestleMania. That's the whole thing about that. And the thing about it is, Rhea Ripley is still upset that she did not win the championship. She's still upset about that. She's still mad that she didn't bring the title home. Because Rhea, we thought was going to be the champion headed to WrestleMania for the second year in a row. And it turned out was not the case because it seemed like Rhea had in the bag, but she let her focus go. But I will say it's going to come to the point where it's going to be all three of these women stand up title, this image, the way they're looking at it. That's how it's going to go down. That's how it's going to go because we know these three women of Rhea, IYO, and Bianca, they all have history together. They all have history together. If you guys don't know, these women did come up together during the NXT days. They definitely did that. We saw these women come up. If you followed NXT back then, I remember Rhea was in NXT UK, and Bianca and IYO. So they could play off the history very well.
And I think what's going to happen, Rhea's going to be so upset that she deserves a title shot because she already challenged Bianca. She going to challenge her for her women's title, her WrestleMania title shot for the women's championship. She's going to do that. I can see that happening on Raw. These two are going to go at it at some point. Some people may not want to believe it, but that's the way it's going to go down. These two are going to have a match. I don't see this just one and done between Bianca and Rhea. These two women basically had the same career path. They had it for a while now, and that's the way I see it. But expect these two to bump heads. Expect these two to bump heads, and I think that's how it will go. And it's going to be the best scenario. Now, thing about it is with these two, there is money on paper. Rhea and Bianca is more money compared to Bianca and Io. It's way more money when you think about it. I can see a money making match between these two when it comes down to it. I could definitely see that going down. I don't see why it wouldn't go down that way. So you got to keep in mind when it comes down to these two, they're definitely going to have a good. They're going to battle it out, and that's how originally WrestleMania 41 was supposed to go down in the first place between these two. And I would say when they do challenge each other, the match will finish in a double pinfall or DQ or no contest. And then that will leave Adam Pearce no choice that he will have to make the match that was originally supposed to be Io versus Bianca. It's going to end up becoming a triple threat match. And it's going to be Io, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley. It will be a triple threat. And I think that's how it's going to go down. It will become that. The way all these three women stood up, this is a great match. Make it a triple threat. I think this would be a great way to do it. You could have Bianca and Io, and Rhea all battle it out. Then you have the challenges in Bianca and Rhea. Now, the way I would do that finish, if I have to do it, since Bianca is undefeated at WrestleMania, the way it can happen, you can have Bianca win the title and pins Io, keep Rhea Ripley, the former champion, look strong, and Io could be pinned. Because I gotta be honest, Io seems more like a transitional champion. She don't seem like a long term champion. It's no offense to Io. I think she's a great competitor. I know the IYO SKY fans be upset. Why you say that she's good, she's great, she's better than that? That's my opinion. You have your opinion, I have mine. I think she's a transitional champion, not a long term champion like Bianca or Rhea. It just all comes on down to booking. Like I said, these three look great on paper. I would rather see these three in a match compared to just seeing Bianca and Io. I'd rather see that if we can't get this match of Bianca versus Rhea, the match we all want. But that's how I would do that. Had these three just battle it out for WrestleMania. That's how the booking should go when it comes down to it, guys. And honestly, that's all I have regarding how to book the match. I think it will come down to why Bianca and Io and WrestleMania 41 is not best for business. You guys let me know what you think. WrestleMania 41 is around the corner. So let's check that out, see how it goes.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. We did have Io when she was Io Shirai versus Rhea Ripley at the Mae Young Classic. Now they had a first history there. Then they also had history for the NXT Women's Championship. So they had a lot of history between Rhea and Io. Then, of course, they have the Women's World Championship that IYO SKY just defeated Rhea Ripley for. All three of these women have history with each other. Let's look more of the history going down the line. Rhea Ripley also has history with Bianca Belair at NXT Portland Takeover for the NXT Women's Championship. These women have they have crossed paths before in the past. They have definitely done that. And we're going to see that now on the main roster between Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. It's coming very soon. We're finally about to get these two powerhouses going at it. Always show Bianca and Rhea face off. They always were champions and they were always on opposite shows. But now these two are finally going to cross paths. These two definitely had a similar come up. They both were champions in their respective brands. Rhea Ripley, a champion on one brand. Bianca Belair, champion on the other brand. And of course, they were also in Royal Rumbles together and everything else. Now, that's just the history there, but Bianca Belair also has the history with IYO SKY. Now, we know that they faced off also at NXT in the past. They had matches against each other. They also had good matches on the main roster as well before where we come at now with WrestleMania 41 coming ahead of us. If you guys remember, they also had a match recently at Backlash 2023 a couple of years ago, actually, not too long ago. That was for Bianca when she was champion. She had a match against IYO to defend the title. One of the best matches of the night, they say, even though they had a small botch there. And they've also, again, at Crown Jewel, they also face off against each other there, too. The whole thing is all three of these women have had history with one another, and it'd be best to have it at WrestleMania 41.
See Bianca go out there and be a little cheerleader for IYO SKY when I thought that we were friends, that we respected each other. I understand that, like, IYO is a part of that too. We all have teams together. We've all been there for each other. We've been here since NXT.
Rhea Ripley's right. All three of these women have history together back to the NXT days. They were also recently in the Survivor Series 2024 War Games match. And they also had been in the War Games match for NXT, where NXT used to showcase that match. And they won at this recent War Games in 2024. So they all teamed together, but now it's time for these three to compete. There's no more partnerships. Every woman for herself at the end of the day.
WrestleMania for that chip. The three of you will compete in a triple threat match.
And those are the words we're going to hear from Adam Pearce very, very soon on Monday Night Raw. We're going to have ourselves a triple threat for the Women's World Championship, and it's going to be great because I think these three women fighting for the championship would be better than just IYO and Bianca. Now, this is a lot. Bianca Belair is undefeated at WrestleMania. Will she maintain her WrestleMania streak? Rhea Ripley was the Women's World Championship last year at WrestleMania 40 when she defeated Becky Lynch to retain her Women's World Championship. IYO SKY was the WWE Women's Champion heading to WrestleMania 40 last year, but she did lose the championship to Bayley. Now, all three of these women, they have faced off one another. They all have defeated each other with the exception of Rhea Ripley defeating IYO SKY, but they know each other very well in the ring. So they're going to have very good match. It's going to be some chemistry there. It's going to be magic in this match. So you guys let me know what you think of this upcoming triple threat match. Could be one of the best matches on the WrestleMania 41 card when it comes to that in Las Vegas. Night 1, night 2, that's yet to be determined. But we're going to see. These three women, I believe, is going to tear the house down. And they're going to put it on a show like no other. Now, you guys let me know what you think of why triple threat for women's title is best for business at Mania. You guys let me know who's going to win this match. Soon, check out the content here at Pink Square Circle. Until then, I will see you guys later.